What's new? It's Blue. Hi guys! So, I personally was a huge doll enthusiast, doll player, doll enjoyer, however you want to say it, before I started getting into anime and art. So, I figured, why not redesign some of my favorite childhood dolls as new OCs? And then after redesigning them, I wanted to put them into whichever worlds of mine I feel like they would fit into as like extras or backup characters. But before we get into it, if you like my art and you'd like me to draw something for you, you can find the link to my commission form in the description of this video. So you can just go fill it out and we can work something out and I can whip you up something nice. Also in the description is links to donations. If you're able to donate, then that would be a great way to help with all the things that are going on in the world right now and just staying informed in general. So today I've chosen two dolls to redesign. My Apple White doll and my Howleen doll. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So starting off with Howleen Wolf. She was my first Monster High doll, and the type of Howleen doll that I had was the 13 Wishes doll because that was like one of my favorite Monster High movies. It was too good, and I really loved her cool outfit and her bangs and the way that they peeked out through her ears. And so when I was thinking of redesigning her, I was trying to come up with like some concepts, and I was hemming and hawing. And I was like, wait, I can make her a scene girl, like a scene kimono mimi girl. And I just thought that that would fit her vibe really well. That's kind of what I was like thinking of in terms of these sketches. So originally, Howleen was in like the little family unit that I came up with in terms of my dolls, and she was always like a younger sister because I remember in the movie she was like someone's younger sister, so she always just felt very young to me. And obviously her name was Howleen Wolf. But in terms of the redesign, I was thinking, okay, I wanted to name her something similar, like Darlene Wolf, but like fancy spelling, like wolf with an E at the end. And a nickname could be like Leanie or something, but I thought that like I could still keep her like attachment to like Howleen, but it could be like a username since she's a kimono mimi girl. So that could be like her like Sona's name. So she goes by Howleen online. And she's like a scene kimono mimi girl who's pretty confident, but she tends to just, you know, keep to herself. She's pretty quiet, and she's good friends with the Apple redesign, and the two are like besties. And I've decided to put them in my magical girl world, which I will elaborate on more as we go into Apple's portion. Then moving on to Apple White, the very first doll that I saved up for and bought by myself. I remember bringing a whole container full of coins, and the cashier literally like literally looked at me like it was so funny. Honestly, I feel bad for that because imagine someone bringing a whole case of coins and then looking at you to count them. Like, girl, fuck off. But anyways, with Apple, I was thinking of making her preppy because that's kind of like her vibe. Hey guys, Editing Blue here. I just wanted to come in and say that I said initially that I wanted to make Apple's redesign like kind of preppy, but while I was looking on Pinterest, obviously for inspo, I saw this like Apple themed like twee outfit is what it was called. So I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna just take it for what it said. Then I was like, wait, that works way better. So I ended up going with that instead. And I was thinking, because her whole thing is being super pale, of making her like have albinism, and I was thinking the two of them, to put them in the same world. So I'm like, giving them kind of conflicting aesthetics would be kind of cute. In terms of how she fit into the original like doll storyline, she was like a sister to Howleen, and I had the Claudine well as well. Wow. I had the Claudine doll as well. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I had the Claudine well. Oh. I'm having a stroke. I had the Claudine doll as well. Anyways, and because the two of them are very obviously like black, I had always just figured like, okay, like either she's adopted or like she just has albinism. So that's why I kept it that way. Also, just, you know, really differentiating my redesign from the original doll, and the connotations of Apple White as an Ever After High character, which I loved Ever After High. Apple, I can't lie guys, I kind of wasn't an Apple enthusiast. I decided in the redesign to name her Abigail White. You know, White is a surname people have. Maybe I should change it, I don't know. But either way, her name is Abigail White, and she is very talkative. So she likes Darlene, and the two of them get along. So it's like she'll kind of say all the things that Darlene is thinking but doesn't say. And I wanted to put these two in my little magical girl world. And I will provide more context on it as we go into like a fuller illustration of these two divas right now. So I tried something new in terms of the reference images that I was using this time round, and I actually quite liked it a little bit. So obviously always use references. References will just help you, because I had a certain image in mind, and as you can see I did some thumbnails initially, but I was trying to think of like, okay, well, how can I make this more interesting, adding like some different angles, because I don't usually do like full backgrounds, but I'm trying to practice doing that because, you know, I have some things that I'm working on right now that require me to improve my background skills, unfortunately. But I basically just took a bunch of different images and kind of like made like a little collage to kind of like, you know, simulate what I'm going for, to help me construct a background, and also how I wanted them to be posing on the steps. So that was something kind of new that I did for this illustration, and I'm pretty happy with it. So to just add some context, the world that I'm adding these two to is my magical girl world, which is like with my three characters that I put up for Artfi, Jen, Lisa, and Tori. So they're like heroes. The world is called Zeros to Heroes, and the city that they're in is called Madzoka City, and the inhabitants can't leave, and that's as much context that I'll give. So it's kind of like a city, but it's like kind of dystopian-y, I guess, because there's like certain villains in the city and people just can't leave. So everybody has to kind of work within the city. Like, people can leave, but under very unique circumstances. So I imagine that these two are just like, you know, some teenage girls who are friends, and I wanted to make them friends of a more central character called Nora, who is Jen's cousin, one of the three. So the three main girls are the main characters. They're like heroes here. So I imagine that like at some point in time they would interact with these two side characters who are friends with like a more central side character. So that's kind of what I was thinking. And this world in general has more of a spooky vibe. So for the illustration, I kind of wanted to like make it look not like scary, but like maybe like it could be spooky, a little bit eerie. But I also wanted to show their contrasting aesthetics because I thought that that'd be very cute. And for angst purposes, I was imagining that one of them will get put in peril somehow and have to get saved by the magical girls. Like, oh my gosh, the idea of that, I'm literally so excited. And this will maybe make me draw more art of them like in their like hero forms, because I don't draw them in their hero forms too often. I just wanted to say that making OCs is so fun, and it's an amazing way to honor your mind and your imagination. And you can literally pull inspiration from anywhere. Like, I was designing these characters from dolls that I had when I was like 8, 9, 10, that kind of thing. And you know, you can remake something and like in a new image. Especially as you grow, it's fun when things grow with you, and there's just something so amazing and cool about art. Not to get too sappy, but that's just one of the things that I love about creating art and character creation and designing characters. And it's just such a fun time, and I love it so much. And just taking little things from throughout your life and, you know, spinning them and making them a part of lore. Oh my goodness, I really can't like stress enough how happy I am with these redesigns, especially Howlene's or Darlene's. I really just love how Darlene turned out. Like, I've never drawn a scene character before, and the way that they do their hair is not typically the kind of hair that I draw at all. So I was like actually kind of nervous to draw a scene character and like try to do them justice without watering down how the aesthetic looks. But I absolutely love Darlene's redesign. Like, I love Abby's too, but Darlene, I'm just like, I ate, like, I literally gave myself a pat on the back. I'm like, bitch, you ate that. Like, I literally ate that down. So I enjoyed this bead paint for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the outro. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you liked the video, please feel free to like it and tell me what you liked about it in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can keep up with me and not miss any future uploads. I'm trying to post more this year because I'm trying to reach 4K on YouTube. That's like a little goal of mine, so subscribing would really help me out. And again, if you want to commission me and support me that way, I would really appreciate it. My comms are open. You know, you can also check out my reference sheets on my Instagram if you want to see like what the different examples would look like and what commissions I'm offering exactly. So you can go ahead and do that. I also have those posted in my community tab. I'll probably post them again sometime soon so that people can see them. And yeah, as always, stay safe. And I know that it's in borderline dystopian time right now, and as hard as it is, we need to keep up hope, because fascism wins when you give up hope. That's what they want to take away from us. And you know, doing what you can, staying informed, donating, being active in your community, that's how you can keep up hope. And also just within yourself, because you know, we need to take care of ourselves so that mentally we can keep fighting. So stay safe, take care of each other, and again, check the description for causes and donation links. If you've watched this far, comment a little love letter emoji so that I can see whose attention span isn't cooked. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!